We're going to read 2 Corinthians chapter 9, verse 8. Let's read one voice in the English together. 1, 2, 3. God has the power to provide you with more than enough of every kind of grace. The way you will have everything you need always, and everything to provide more than enough for every kind of good work. Last few days I spoke many hours, so I lost a little voices. So please be understood. In Korean, this one. 하나님이 능히 모든 은혜를 너희에게 넘치게 하시나니 이는 너희로 모든 일에 항상 모든 것이 넉넉하여 모든 착한 일을 넘치게 하게 하려 하심이라. 이 성경 구절은 사도 바울이 고린도 교회의 성도들한테 보내준 글입니다. So letter came from Paul, Apostle Paul. He purposely wrote this letter to the church in Corinth. So Greece area. And this time, many people actually struggling with it is called so punishment or persecution from the Roman Empire. If they believe in Jesus, then they're in the ethical difficulties, which means persecution or challenging, some little bit of pressure. So with this, in this environment, Paul encouraged them and sent them a good letter to the people, church people in the Corinth. And about it is called eternal life, prosperity in God, prosperity in faith. You face now physical difficulties. However, nevertheless, God, He preparing special eternal life for each one of us here. Remember, you're not alone. Remember, God is with you always. We've been learning about prosperity since Monday, 2 times in a row this week. Really exciting. And then next week, unfortunately, I'm going to share again another prosperity about our school birthday. A little bit kind of our school story. I'll add more ones. So this is the second part you're going to learn. Last time, the Monday, we talked about the true meaning of prosperity, what it means in God in secular perspectives. So I shared about Deuteronomy chapter 8, verse 18. God prepared many things for you, especially your eternal, spiritual, and even your personal life in your life. What I mentioned that the biblical prosperity goes behind material blessings. We think about blessing, which means prosperity is like linked to the what? Money, wealth, some success, fame. However, the Bible talks about quite different way. It is about the fulfilling, which means what? We try to meet the requirement from God, which is God's purpose, His calling, living a life about what? Brings glory to God, which is each one of us here, we've been called by God as a child of God to glorify Him with His calling and purpose. Today, I'd like to talk about, it is called characteristics of prosperity. 오늘은 한번 우리 번영의 한번 의미 또는 거기에 어떤 특징이 있는지 한번 보도록 하겠습니다. So a couple of things, characteristic, which means there's no spiritual, which means just people, non-believers, what they prefer prosperity. Why? There's some good meanings for them. First one is, it is called health and well-being, which means 건강. So you want to be prosperous. You want to have prosperity because with this prosperity, which is wealth, money, some good stuff, which means that you are able to maintain your bodies. You maintain your health. You could live longer. You could live in good environmental circumstances. Maybe good apart, is right? Maybe more than 80 평s. Maybe living in Yongsan or some certain locations. Maybe a certain good, maybe a rich town. So with your money, you could say that, oh, I prefer live like this. Well, I do have a cat, the Coco. So he's about age 12. Can you believe? It's getting older and getting weak, but getting fat. It's a lazy and not wild cat anymore, street cat anymore. So this guy, I spoke to my neighbor yesterday, and what he said that, oh, you know what? You can bring your pets, to my home. We have a kind of small yard, but you could let your dog and cat, plays over there. Why? They're getting older, which means they need more exercise. Wow, what a great hospitality or support. And we could share, and then what? Support even animals. Listen, you need to work out. 여기 있는 우리 꼬마 학생들도 운동해야 돼요. Push up 100 times. Okay? Even the jumping rope, swimming, yes, good. So even the middle and high school, pull up, 철봉, and then maybe sit up. There's something. You need to work out, maintain your bodies. If you're not getting fat, maybe when you fight street cats, they all the time loser becoming. So look at this, his face here. This hurts because he got bite from his enemy. So now all the time staying, home. Why? Kind of lazy in the person. I'm pretty sure, but we owners provide a lot of medications. We provide even good food, nutrition, a lot of things, because what? He got good support from his owner, which means me. Prosperity, even my cat has compared to street, cats and dogs. They die earlier. I saw the street cat yesterday. Last night, 2 days ago, it was so freezing, minus 18 degrees. Can you believe? But my cat, he has good shelter. Hot packs. 조그만 핫팩 3개를 넣어줬어. Wow. And then what? Good cushion, like this much about blankets. Oh. But when I look at the street cats, no homes, no food, no shelters. How do you feel? Kind of feel sad. They may die earlier, maybe being frozen too. Even people, human beings, 우리 사람들도 이런 것 같아요. The rich are getting richer, poor getting poorer. If you have a lot of money, then as I mentioned, that you may leave. You are able to leave maybe better the towns and environments, homes, food, good support. You have maybe even the vitamins, a lot of medications you do have. What the statistic data, the research mentioned that even the U.S. The people based on their incomes, their age, even depends on the income, quite different. More money means live longer. Less money live even shorter, which means here, look at this one. Top 10% rich people, they live up to age 87. And then here, the man, which was a man, this is probably man. Oh, really? Woman is this woman, I'm sorry. Man live, the woman is live longer than man. I don't know why. So maybe maybe you guys have really bad characteristics maybe. Here's the bottom 10%, which means the low income people, they live way shorter than rich people, even age 77, about 10 years, shorter than even the rich people. Which means money, even wealth, it really matters to even the life, the length. Another one is South Korea, the statistics. Income, it depends on incomes. Look at this one. High income, they could live more than age over 80. But low income, about mid of 70 years old. Well, even while living the age of 70, mid of 70, probably they really struggling with many disease, illnesses. They cannot afford maybe checking their bodies, really too expensive, and all the struggling, then they die with a lot of pains in this situation. Second one is this one, under the prosperity. A lot of people, non-believers, prefer what they say, that freedom and independence, which means what? I do have a freedom, I do have a lot of things, which means I could do whatever I want. Look at this one. South Korean university student, which means when you become college kids, now they're raising, the now current 12th graders, they coming this fall, actually, they will become maybe college students. What an exciting stage. Guess what? Even U.S. context, under 21, they cannot drink. All right? Smoking, I don't know. But like, age under 21, they cannot drink. But here, listen, a lot of college students, more than 40%, 25%, which is 65%, they want to be financially independent. Why? With some powerful plastic, which means the credit cards, they can swipe it and do whatever you want. Whatever they want. A lot of freedom. I want to buy maybe Brostol, like maybe coins. Maybe I could buy some gifts. Maybe gifts for my girlfriends and boyfriends, right? Valentine's Day coming soon. Are you excited? No. Oh, really? Oh, I was all the time excited when I was single also. Anyway, with money, you could do whatever you want. You could do whatever you want. So look at this one. In one of the data, it's like the Korean people, marriage age is getting older. Please, 우리 남학생들, 여학생들 결혼 일찍 하세요. Please, I do recommend get married earlier. Okay? Maybe I would recommend boys maybe around 28. The female students maybe 24. Right after college. What do you think? I'm just kidding. My wife, she got married actually right after college actually. So look at this one. What the Korean mentioned that 결혼하지 않은 이유. There's some reasons not married, unmarried. Why? Number one, pretty much what? Finance. I don't make a lot of money. Second reason is what? I don't have money to buy a house. Third reason is what? I don't have much money for living well as a what? Married man, married couple. Even females, what is the single female was what? 32% 5 was what? Their condition, men, how much they make money. If you're broke, you cannot marry it. Even cannot marry it. Even 11.2, finance, low income, same thing. Housing, even the marriage, what? Life, the money. So a lot of people, they prefer, actually it is called money for even independence, even their life. So it is a prosperity. Last one is continuous growth and learning. With your money and the wealth and then fame, some stuff, success, you could do whatever you want. Maybe you could play, maybe some stuff, even maybe travel and exercise. One of the things, if I have money, then maybe I would recommend education. Professional development, which is education. You may go to college, graduate school, maybe doctoral programs. Even you could develop your talents and skills. Maybe I really like working actually in the Starbucks actually. If I have a chance to go back to younger age, then maybe I would like to be what is called a barista, and then making some hot coffee and a good coffee, and then serve a lot of people. So, sweetie, this is my coffee. You? Okay. Luna said, ew. It's like that. Anyway, so education, that's good opportunity with money, even another one. Second one is, I really want to go to snowboarding. This is me. Yeah, so look at this. Woohoo! I took some kind of the GoPro. I actually uploaded our school website for the Artlist, by the way. So about 3 minutes. Yesterday snowing, I was so tempted. Oh my goodness, I want to go to a snowboarding place. What I heard the Jian to go to a snowboarding place again. So envy, by the way. So you guys don't listen to me, right? Anyway, so this snowboarding, and I would like to spend a lot of time developing my skills and hobbies. Last one is this one. Generosity and giving back, which means you have money, then you like to share. Look at this one. There's Bill Gates. The last one, the Mark Zuckerberg, which means the founder of Metaverse, I think the Facebook. So there are the most richest people in the world actually, the Warren Buffett and the founder of the Amazon. But the Bill Gates is the biggest donor actually to give money back. Look at this one. As of 2023, the foundation's endowment stood at $75.2 billion with the total grant payments since its inception among to $77.6 billion, according to gatefoundation.org. Guess what? How much is it? 100조. 이 100조인데 100조는 1 year Korean national actually the budget is 677조. One person donate about this much money. 100조. Can you? Probably Bill Gates more than what he has more than this one. He makes according to data. What I heard about 300불, which is $300 each second, single second. I'm sorry, 100불, which means 15만 원. Now he making money 15만 원. He making each single second 15만 원. Are you was envy? He's jealous. Anyway, so he has a lot of money, but money back to a lot of people sharing. People, please, young people, even though including myself and then the all staff members and parents here, I'd like to encourage you guys. When you make money, please look around your people. Please share your prosperity. Share your money, possession with many people. I really want to do this way. Because this is the way that we could become, seriously, God's people and the more, the givers and the God's, the support, the messengers. Well, actually, there's a lot of meanings of the spiritual prosperity in God. But I'd like to share one thing today you could remember. That is, it is called mission-oriented prosperity, which means God has given you and I prosperity to become, it is called what? God's messenger or missionary. He has given us special gift calling, it is called God's kingdom tool for God's kingdom. Each one of us, we've been called as what? His disciple. His what? Worker. One of the great, profound stories is this one. Mary Scranton, which means she came to Joseon Dynasty 1880s and then from America. She's the missionary from American the Methodist Episcopal Church missionary. And then she found this one is, what is it? Ihwa Women's University. This is actually the first Ihwa Women University. 이대, 이화여대 is a school. 이 학교였었어요. She started school with this house. A little town, little house. Let me give you this information. This is what? This is the today Ihwa Women's University. This picture. Very prestigious school, Women's University in South Korea. And according to Boston University.edu, I found out this information yesterday. They do have a School of Theology, which is the 신학과, the theology major. If you really want to go to Boston University, Caleb, maybe you could think about this theology major. So Mary Scranton was an American Methodist Episcopal Church missionary, was exemplified all, guess what? God first. Commitment throughout her life. In 1885, she became the first female missionary sent to Korea by the Women's Foreign Missionary Society of the Methodist Episcopal Church. Her unwavering faith led her to establish the Ihwa Girls School in Seoul in 1886, aiming to provide education to Korean women at a time when such opportunities were scarce. This institution has since evolved into Ihwa Women's University, one of the most prestigious women's university in Asia. Guess what? During Joseon Dynasty time, even the Japanese colonization, Mary Scranton, she came to Korea. She found out women, they don't have any voices. They don't have any authorities. They don't have any privilege or opportunities for education. For any maybe the leadership, a lot of things. So very unfair parts, she started make great commitment to educate women. She spent her money educate women. She spent her own a lot of enormous unsubstantial efforts, commitment for raising the woman leadership in South Korea. And she died, she buried in South Korea. As a what? Foreigner. As a what? Just stranger. We never heard about her name. But she got a good education. She put her life consider, it is called God first in her life. And then she died in this South Korea. Korea actually, buried in where? Yanghwajin. Please, I'd like to encourage you guys, go to here, this place, Yanghwajin, sometimes and pray and remember what the forefathers, especially the missionary, that what they have done for us. And guess what? Her son is William Scranton, who graduated from Yale University, who graduated at New York Medical College and became the Methodist missionary and medical doctor, came to Korea and served the people of the Korea, and he died right next to his mom. Same location, Yanghwajin. Why? Because God first in his life, all the time he considered with his commitment. Today we read the Bible, 1st, 2nd Corinthians chapter 9. What the Bible said, let me finish up. God has the power to provide you with more than enough of every kind of grace. Each one of us, even Mary and the William missionaries, definitely in their life situation, as a missionary, a lot of needs, especially help from God. But God, he provided another prosperity. It is called grace, power to provide him and her with more than enough of every kind of grace, which is what? Prosperity, spiritual prosperity. Be generous, be committed, and also be what? Nice, gentle, and love and gracious. To what? Testify what God commands us as a missionary and God's servant. And then we have in everything what we need always, and God provide more than what we ask. It is called what? God's provision for God's people. As I mentioned, we went to Busan and we experienced, once again, there are a lot of people who need this type of education, who need this type of what? Quality of opportunities, education of many things. We are going to Vietnam pretty soon. And those who haven't signed up, I would like to encourage you guys, sign up. We have a spot, especially the above 8th graders. Strongly recommend you. Join this great opportunity. Save your money. Stop going to Starbucks or buying some unnecessary stuff. And save some small, maybe penny, which is the 100원, 200원. But you join this one and ask God to provide finance. God will. I tell you, enough, more than enough, what you ask. So you're going to become also his witnesses, like what I mentioned, Mary and the Williams missionaries. And then the people we are going to meet in the different country, and then they will remember your words and your commitment. Last one, we are going to start this semester. Now, we started spring semester, a lot of challenge, a lot of things we're going to go through. Remember, God has given you and I this special privilege, opportunity, as it is called Spring 2024-2025 academic semester, which is spring semester, as what? First gift and the last gift in our lives. Let's do our best and be prosperous in God as a God's people. Let's bow our heads.